The fat burning zone is misunderstood. It doesn't tell the whole story. It's a lower level of exercise intensity where your body uses a greater percentage of fat versus higher intensities. This is the confusing part for the general population just trying to lose body fat. But it gets tricky when it comes to actual fat loss. Fat loss happens when there is a shortage of energy, i.e. lower calories. Your body will use fat storage for fuel. Burn 500 calories per day more than you eat, your body will find that fuel from fat stores. This process occurs 24/7. It doesn't begin and end with an exercise session. If you burn 100% fat during exercise and then overeat, you won't lose fat. If you burn 0% fat during exercise or no exercise at all, but you're in a caloric deficit, you will absolutely burn fat. The fuel source you use during exercise makes no difference in fat loss. Lower intensity exercise where you can talk but you don't want to, that burns a greater percentage of fat than high intensity. But this is important, higher intensity burns more total calories. Would you rather have 70% of $1 or 40% of $2? But what about fasted cardio? Does exercising on an empty stomach burn more fat than if you ate before? Many studies show no difference in fat loss, fasted or fed. So if you ate 2,000 calories per day and did 30 minutes of cardio daily, if you ate 200 calories before cardio or after cardio, it's still 2,000 calories for the day. I know you want to believe that fasted cardio works because everyone is looking for a hack or a shortcut. I get it. Of course, I'm not saying don't do fasted cardio. Do it for the mental energy and clarity it gives you, not for fat loss. Now, what about diet for fat loss? Low carb versus low fat versus mixed. Studies have repeatedly shown there is no difference in fat loss when calories and protein are consistent. So choose an eating approach that you can adhere to for the long term. With a caveat, it can't be a high carb diet or processed food diet. This will guarantee that you overeat. Keep your protein intake at 1 gram per pound of body weight to preserve muscle. 0.5 to 0.8 if you don't strength train. But you're watching this video, so I'm going to assume you strength train. Higher protein diets usually lead to better fat loss. Of course, they won't work if you're still eating too many calories. But if you are really serious, track your calories and macros. There are plenty of free apps out there that you can use and do it until you get a hang of the foods you eat and how many calories you're taking in where you don't need to write down or track everything on a daily basis. I'm telling you, you will be surprised at how much faster you see results when you track your calories. Be precise, take the guesswork out of it. So just do this, exercise enough to burn calories and preserve muscle, but not so much that you can barely move the rest of the day, because that's what's going to hurt you in the long run. Your body will down-regulate. You'll burn less calories because your workout was so strenuous that you just didn't move much during the rest of the day. That's why people who use a step counter can be really more effective in losing body fat if they hit their step goal on a daily basis. Because if you just had a super hard workout and you normally walk 10,000 steps per day, but after this super hard workout, you only moved 5,000 steps that day, you burned less calories. So there's where the frustration leads. Some people will say, well, exercise doesn't work for me. But what's really happening is you're not keeping your calorie deficit going. Where you were normally burning 500 calories per day, now because you're moving less during the day, you're burning less calories. So you get discouraged because you don't know why you're still not losing the weight at the rate you were before. It's real simple. Just make sure you can move as much as you can normally. Now watch this next for 6 supplements that can help you in burning fat and building muscle. And as always, thanks so much for watching.